taken the establishment wrestling by storm. Over the last 6 weeks, he has 3 victories and 1 defeat, but that defeat was mainly due to Samuel G. Kincaid's antics. But Lunar Lopez, you can hear by this crowd, has quickly become a fan favorite here at the establishment wrestling. Lunar Lopez has a giant, and I mean that literally, challenge ahead of him though tonight. These men combined outweigh him by a total of 225 pounds combined. That is a huge task for anyone, including Lunar Lopez. But this is one of those matches I'm interested to see how all 3 of these men will respond to the challenge. And we are underway. Triple threat action. And ladies and gentlemen, just in case you are unfamiliar with how triple threat matches work, there are no disqualifications, no count-outs. The only way to win is by pinfall or submission. And obviously it is still 1 fall to the finish. So you do not have to be involved in the decision to lose the match. And now Big Business clubbing Lunar Lopez in the side of the head, and Lopez returning the favor. And again, Lopez is definitely going to be fighting from underneath both these gargantuan human beings. And a drop kick to Marshal Moore. And let's welcome back Mr. McKinnon. Mr. McKinnon, looking great out there with your ring announcing, sir.
Well, you know, I appreciate it, man. You know, doing double duty, I love working hard. Hard work pays off. And just like the man Lunar Lopez in the ring, I heard what you had to say about him fighting off these 2 gargantuan men. But I mean, again, being a street drummer, being on the streets of Kissimmee, Florida, you know, the guy's got some fight in him. And we all know how that Osceola drive is. And the street drummer right here with that Osceola drive taking on these 2 gargantuan competitors, as you just mentioned.
Lopez, despite the size difference for these 2 men, and now we have a collision. Tiberius staggering, but Marshal Moore still on his feet.
Oh my goodness!
A swinging DDT from Lopez.
My goodness, right on the crown of his head. Nasty DDT from Lunar Lopez to Big Business LLC.
I got to ask you this, Mr. McKinnon. How much chance do you give Lunar Lopez when, again, he's being outweighed by each individual man by a combined 225 pounds, covering only a 1 count?
I mean, he looks like he's doing pretty good for himself. You know, he's doing what you need to be doing. When you are a smaller talent, you got to stick and move. Oh, my gosh. He was doing good. I stand corrected. Lunar Lopez.
You know, when you got size differences like this, Mr. McKinnon, it's one big move like that, and suddenly the entire complexion of the match changes. Whereas Lunar Lopez, you just saw it, was running around like a madman. Cover here. Will this be it? No, not yet. Was running around like a madman just trying to survive for 5 minutes, and all it took was 1 big boot, and now Lunar Lopez is completely overwhelmed.
I mean, you know, goodness gracious. Hard Irish whip into that turnbuckle. You know what I mean? When you get into the business of pro wrestling and you're the size of somebody like Lunar Lopez, you have to know that you're going up against some big, stiff competition. And, you know, right now it looks like he might get a little bit of a break. Oh, well, it only lasted so long. It looked like Tiberius is going to put a little bit of his focus on Marshal Moore, but now he's giving it to Lunar Lopez with some stiff shoulders in the middle of that, or in the corner there of that ring. Oh, my goodness.
Enormous chops from Tiberius. We saw that against Samuel Kincaid, and I can't help but notice that Lunar Lopez is not screaming like a little girl like Samuel Kincaid did.
He is not. He's got, my gosh, firing back.
Lunar Lopez not afraid to lay it in there, but like I said, all it took was 1 forearm strike, and Lopez back down, fighting from underneath.
My goodness. Lunar Lopez tried to chop the bacon off of Tiberius, but he made sure he paid for that big time. Huge forearm, huge scoop slam, going for the cover here.
And there is Big Business Marshal Moore breaking that one up. And again, in a triple threat match, not like a normal match, you always have to keep your head on a swivel.
Absolutely. Again, the minute you think you have the upper hand, somebody's there to take the shine right away from you. Again, you have to have your head on a swivel. My goodness. Big kick to the face and shoulder of Tiberius. Big Business with a big kick. This guy, he's, you know what I like? Oh my goodness.
Moore just flings Tiberius into the ring post, and now Marshal Moore seems to be setting him up for that big kick. And again, for Lunar Lopez, it doesn't matter which way you turn. You're going to face a guy who vastly outweighs you, and now he's got to turn his attention to big business.
Man, let's go. Lunar Lopez getting that crowd fired up. Some of our fans being really smart, moving out of the way, looking like what might be a dive. Oh, caught. His momentum used against him.
Huge forearm right to the face. Marshal Moore, again, defeated Chris Marvelous last week, so he's working with a little bit of momentum. What would a win in a match like this do for somebody like Big Business, who this is one of his first forays into the actual main card here on the establishment cover? Could this be it? No, and a kick out at 2.
I mean, Big Business would be cashing some more checks and making some big business if he wins more matches and puts some of those string of wins together. I think a win for him is gonna, boost his stock and help him climb up a little bit more of that corporate ladder in the establishment.
And a win in a match like this really goes a long way, whether you're going after the king, Elias AK-47 Roman, and his anti-executive championship, or even if you're going after, Daniel Starling and his WNRN championship, which, by the way, we're going to be hearing from Raylan Bennett later on tonight. We're assuming that he's going to be addressing his loss to Daniel Starling last week. Regardless of who you go after, a win in a match like this puts you in contention, or at the very least, it puts you in the conversation to get a title match down the road.
Absolutely. A lot of eyeballs on this match here tonight, and we definitely want to thank JM Graphics and Wraps for sponsoring this match. Again, if you need any of your graphics and wraps done, make sure you get a hold of JM Graphics and Wraps. But yes, lots of eyes on this championship caliber talent in the ring. It's just a matter of all these guys putting it together. And again, Big Business making short work of, my goodness, Lunar Lopez. Again, quick knee to the gut. Big Business fighting off here, looking very impressive, as you were saying here. Again, you put the spotlight on him, and now he's making sure that he's not letting that shine go.
I've always said sometimes all it takes is being the biggest man in the match, and that is where Marshal Moore finds himself. When you have size, you always have an advantage. And now Marshal Moore, what is he going for? Looking like perhaps a cloverleaf submission here, and yes, exactly.
Oh,
that's what he's going for, a cloverleaf submission, modified cross-leg Boston Crab. And Lunar Lopez, all the pressure in the world is on his middle back right now.
Man, listen, Lunar Lopez is in trouble, man, but I got to tell you, I'm very much impressed by Marshal Moore here. Texas Cloverleaf is one of my favorite submissions. I don't think it's done enough in the business, and I love the fact that he's bringing it back. Shows that he's got, again, some good love and history for the game. Big Business isn't just all talk. He puts in the work, too.
Marshal Moore, I should say Lunar Lopez, able to fight out of that cloverleaf impressively using his core strength. But again, Marshal Moore, just too much size right now for Lunar Lopez.
Man, again, when you're getting into this business, you know you're going to be fighting for your life. And Lunar Lopez knew what he was getting into. So I respect his tenacity for staying in this with these two behemoths like you just mentioned, man. Tiberius taking it to him.
Lopez,
oh,
crossbody!
My goodness, crossbody. Taking out both big men. Lunar Lopez gaining some advantage. He looks like he can't believe that he did it himself.
And hang on, wait a minute. Lopez going for a bucket. Well, it is a triple threat match, so you can do whatever you want.
Oh, man. Looks like he couldn't get that bucket to quite stay on. Lunar Lopez. Oh, man.
Well, it's on there now. And, I guess we do, there are such things as bucket heads. And oh my goodness. Lopez drumming the bucket heads of Marshal Moore and Tiberius.
Listen.
Completely discombobulating the man.
This is what I love about artists. We are creative people. And Lunar Lopez is going to find a way to win. He's going to find a way to be successful.
Oh, Lopez went for that move, and he doesn't look like he completely missed.
Yeah, he didn't get all of it at all. Oh, man, but look
at the strength of Lunar Lopez.
A
single leg pick on both men.
Oh, my goodness.
And I don't have to explain the anatomy to people to know where that one hurt.
Yep, that's right in the business of Big Business, and right in the epitome of divinity for Tiberius. Lunar Lopez doesn't care about that. He's trying to pick up a win here. Oh my goodness!
Double DDT.
Wow.
It's still not enough. Will he be able to get it on more? Cover and another kick out. Lopez not quite all the way there yet.
Man, Lunar Lopez, look at this right here with this double DDT. Goodness gracious. Again, big business landing right on his head again, taking a lot of head damage from Lunar Lopez, and Lunar Lopez getting this crowd.
And this crowd's starting to rock, and that means he's going for that drum roll cutter. But look at Tiberius running power slam. And again, look at all the offense that Lopez just had. All it took was one big move from one of these big men. Oh and a kick right to the back of the head.
Man, I am impressed with the mobility of Marshal Moore here with that jumping axe kick, single leg axe kick cover here.
And Tiberius out at 2. And I'll tell you, man, what an opening contest we have seen so far.
Man, again, we want to thank our sponsors, JM and Graphics, for sponsoring this matchup here. Just really impressive work from all three competitors here. Again, you look at a guy like Lunar Lopez, you don't expect him to last long. Big business, you don't expect him to move the way that he's moving. And Tiberius, again, just being a powerhouse. You have all the elements here. If I'm the WNRN All Florida Championship holder, I'm keeping an eye on these three competitors right here.
Certainly the marquee are watching here.
Oh,
slam and throws Tiberius down, and now Tiberius, he is in the drop zone. And I'll tell you what, Mr. McKinnon, the longer this match goes, who does it favor? Because you'd think it would probably favor somebody like Lunar Lopez, a little more cardiovascular.
Oh
healthy,
my
but
goodness!
maybe not.
Beautiful! Oh my gosh! Oh my goodness! Is Lunar Lopez gonna pick up the win here? Here is your winner, Lunar Lopez!
Ladies and gentlemen, that was incredible. Whether you like it, whether you don't, whether you think he got lucky, or whether you don't, Lunar Lopez just stared down 650 pounds of man and walked away with the win. Are you kidding me?
My goodness, so exciting here. You see here Marshal Moore coming off that second rope with the senton. But man, Lunar Lopez pulling out all stops, hitting Tiberius with a cutter on top of Marshal Moore, securing his victory.
Tiberius is asking for Lunar Lopez to come back in the ring and gonna shake his hand.
I don't know if I would trust it.
Oh, and Tiberius laying down the challenge to Lunar Lopez. And you know what? I would like to see that match again in the future, but right now, the only thing that matters is the street drummer is on fire right now.
Absolutely, man. Again, I love it. I love me a good artist. Artists are for the people. Big congrats, big victory, no pun intended, for Lunar Lopez here at the establishment.